Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon sponsor, Blind Reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Johnny Lee Largent, who has requested that I react to the top 10 The Batman Who Laughs facts by the Top 10 Nerd. So, I don't really know what The Batman Who Laughs is. I've never heard of that. I mean, I am a Batman fan. I do enjoy Batman, but I don't know what this particular story is. Is it a game, a comic, I don't think it's a movie. I think I would have heard of it if it was, even an animated movie. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a deal where, the Joker does something to Batman and changes him, or maybe, an alternate story where the Joker is Batman, or just something, because, I mean, laughing, of course, in the Batman world is something you associate with the Joker, and not with Batman, just very much not with Batman. So, the Batman Who Laughs... it's got to be some kind of thing with the Joker and Batman, and kind of switching things around a little bit. So, yeah, I guess it's, I mean, I don't know. I really have never heard of this thing, but I'm about to learn a little bit about it, apparently. At least 10 things about it, 10 facts that might be of interest. So let's get started and see. And here we go.
The Batman Who Laughs is one of the more
Kelly
recent
Polly.
additions to the DC universe. From the Dark Multiverse,
So it is a
in
comic.
the event spearheaded
Makes
by
sense.
Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, Dark Knight's Metal. If you're unfamiliar with it, the story revolves
I've
around
heard of that.
Batman discovering a dark multiverse beneath the existing DC multiverse,
I see.
connecting through mysterious metals. Through his investigations, he accidentally releases 7 evil versions of himself, one of which is the terrifying amalgamation of Batman and the Joker, known as the Batman Who Laughs. So today we're counting down some facts about this new nefarious character in our top 10 Batman Who Laughs shocking
that makes
facts.
sense.
And should be given, this video is rotten with spoilers. You've been warned.
Well, I'm probably not going to read it anyway, so that's fine. Well, it's a Batman. It's with a rainbow Batman. That's weird.
And at number 10 is his origin. While the Batman Who Laughs has been appearing in all of the other one-shots of the other 6 Batman alternates to recruit them, his origin story was revealed in the last of the tie-in one-shots.
Not kidding when they call it metal.
You can imagine. While we'll be getting into more details as we go through our list, long story short, the Batman on this Earth is infected by Joker's toxins, causing him to transform into something truly sinister and Joker-inspired.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering, he's from Earth
with the spikes.
22 of the Dark
Negative
Multiverse.
22.
Oh boy, I would never want to go to this dark multiverse. And at number 9 is Joker's influence. We all know that the Joker is an immensely sinister villain, but the Joker of this Batman's Earth is seemingly even more intense than the ones we've seen previously. He's creating pure chaos. He's murdered many of the characters we know and love, like Catwoman, and villains like the Penguin and Killer Croc, and almost every single cop in town. He's blown up all of the hospitals in Gotham, and he even recreates Bruce's parents' death in front of his eyes, of course with another kid's parents. On top of that, he tortured and murdered Jim Gordon in a pretty brutal way by disintegrating his eyes and jaw while Gordon screamed out for words. So it's easy to see how a Joker of this level could have had much more of a serious impact on Bruce of this Earth. And at number 8 is Joker's death. All of that pushes Bruce just too far. As Joker says in the comic to Batman, "We're running out of time, you and me." He goes on to say that there is no by the book anymore. I threw the damn thing out. I burned it. And that he was looking for that breaking point, in which I quote, "The joke too far. It has to exist, Bruce. I know it does." And yeah, it really does, with Bat snapping his neck, unfortunately releasing toxins in the process that Batman then inhales. The same toxins that he later finds out was actually killing the Joker slowly, justifying why the Joker pushed things as far as he did. And at number 7 is the other evil Batman. Sidetracking here a bit, let's take a look at the other evil versions of bats that appear in the event, who the Batman Who Laughs is the leader of, in a group called the Dark Knights.
I mean, that makes sense.
Who is a powerful demon bat god that we still don't know too much about. Also, fun fact, in demonology, Barbatos is a Duke of Hell, who rules legions of demons. Pretty fitting. Anyway, the other Batman
actually seems kind of cool.
Earth's part of the Dark Multiverse include the Red Death, who is an amalgamation of Batman and the Flash on Earth -52.
Why not?
When Bruce steals the Speed Force from Barry Allen. There's the Murder Machine, Earth -44's cyborg-inspired Batman. The Merciless, a new Batman motivated by Wonder Woman's death on Earth -12. The Drowned, who is a female alternate on Earth -11.
Female Batman.
Who is at war with Atlantis when Gotham was sent underwater in retaliation, so she surgically engineered herself to adapt. Then there's Earth -1's The Devastator, in which Batman induces the Doomsday virus on himself in order to defeat Superman, and lastly Earth -32's Dawnbreaker, who was given a green ring to join the Green Lantern Corps, but uses it for revenge.
So basically it's
killer
the Justice League,
and number 6
but
is the
Batman.
toxins. The toxins released from the Joker after his death, as Batman discovers, will
They got some weird ideas in
his
comics.
superior mind the same, but adding Joker's moralities into the mix. He reveals this to the Bat family, who are all inclined to fight for Bruce and find a solution, but unfortunately by that point it's a bit too late. And at number 5 is his murder spree. Continuing from where our last number left off, the Batman Who Laughs has already claimed Bruce's mind, which he reveals to the members of the Bat family he's gathered: Batgirl, Red Robin, Red Hood, and Nightwing, and then proceeds to murder them with machine guns. From there, the comic flashes forward a week later, where we see that he's murdered most of the members of the Justice League. And with Superman being the last remaining member holding on by thread, he reveals that he's brought Lois Lane and Superman's son to the JLA Watchtower, then tosses a piece of black kryptonite to Supes, who then goes crazy and murders them alongside Batman Who Laughs. Yeah, pretty dark.
Wow.
And number 4 are his Robins. Where there is Batman, there is definitely a Robin.
Yeah.
But Robin, or rather Robins, of the Batman Who Laughs world are not the kinds of sidekicks you would ever want to encounter. They're essentially chained up slaves, maniacal, like a disturbing pack of rabid dogs. Some critics actually praise the character's treatment of these Robins as being a horrifically truthful take on the relationship between Batman and his boy wonders. The fact that Batman has been collecting these underage apprentices, training them to be vigilantes, and depriving them of their childhoods by constantly putting them in danger. Yeah, that's definitely one way to look at it. And at number 3 is his Earth is coming to an end. After the people of his Earth retaliate, the Batman Who Laughs pretty much obliterates.
Well, that's why he's got to come over here, isn't
until
it?
he is all that remains. This causes the world to start to fade from existence, but not before Barbatos shows up, reveals the Dark Multiverse to him, and makes him his leader to guide other evil Batmen in his invasion of the true multiverse. And when he
Why
goes
do
to
they all
revive
have to
his
be
other trusted
Batman?
Batman
That's
alternates,
weird.
it's moments before their own worlds are about to be erased as well, which raises some interesting questions about the nature of the Dark Multiverse. Are these negative Earths part of a grander cycle in which the Dark Multiverse resets itself, or does this just happen to be perfect timing on Barbatos' part? Up next, number 2 is Ninth Metal. While this Batman seems to be a vicious villain for our Earth Zero Batman and co to go up against, he does have one weakness: Ninth Metal. Ninth Metal is a special metal with gravity-negating effects, protective abilities.
ninth
it
or is it
accelerates
nth?
healing and increases strength, but not for the inhabitants of the Dark Multiverse, who vibrate at a different frequency to Ninth Metal and are hurt pretty badly when they come into contact with it. So it's likely we'll be seeing some more Ninth Metal being used sometime soon in the inevitable conflicts to come. And finally, in our number 1 spot, he's just the beginning. Get ready for the biggest spoiler of them all on this list. The very end of the Batman Who Laughs one-shot reveals part of the grander scheme behind Barbatos' plan. It's not just 7 evil Batman alternates that will be plaguing the main universe. In one of the last panels of the comic, the Batman Who Laughs not only reveals the twistedly beautiful logic behind his Joker-Batman evolution, but that the larger picture to his new purpose involves bringing in evil alternates. And yeah,
I
they're
see.
horrific. Alright, there we have it, friends. That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this terrifyingly new character, and what the overall arc of the Dark Knight's metal event will entail. While the one-shot posed lots of interesting questions, like who the bandaged man that the Batman Who Laughs has in captivity that we see at the end of the comic, there's still a whole lot more that we'll be learning with the next several issues featured in the event. So keep your eyes peeled. If this was any indicator, it's gonna be a wild ride. In the meantime, maybe hold yourself over with some more Batman videos on our channel, like our top 10 alternate versions of Batman series, or our top 10 alternate versions of Joker series. And hey, if you dug this video, please show us some love and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching, everybody. I've been Kelly Pally, and this has been Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you all in the next one.
All right, well, there we go. That was interesting. I mean, I don't know anything about this stuff. I don't really... I mean, I've tried reading comics before, but it just never really took with me. But this looks kind of cool. I mean, the art looks really great, and just the idea of it is interesting. It's very metal, just the way they all look. But, I mean, it is... it's kind of weird at the same time. Just why do they have to all be Batman? Well, why? Just because Batman's cool? Like, it's a weird thing for it to actually... I don't know. That I don't know. It's odd. It's just one of those weird comic book ideas. Let's combine all of the Justice League with Batman and then make them evil. But it's definitely unique, and it definitely seems like a very dark character, and kind of interesting because of that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure what to make of this, but it's definitely something interesting that I didn't know about, and now I do, I guess. So there you go. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.